Friends, under triangle lesson inside, today we will see the theorems, that is isosceles triangle theorem and the converse of isosceles triangle theorem. Okay, actually these are the activities, it is given in our textbook, that's why we are taking this in the textbook only. We will complete these activities. So before that, I hope all of you solve this exercise number 3.2, because some only students send me this 3.2 practice set. If you solve it, send me on my personal number, and then take the today's theorem, that is isosceles triangle theorem. So first of all, we will see what is the statement of the theorem. So what is the statement of theorem? The statement is the if two sides of a triangle are congruent. Okay, the meaning of it is that suppose this is our triangle, and if its two sides are congruent to each other, then this triangle is called as a isosceles triangle. Okay, then what is the statement we will say? In isosceles triangle inside, the angles opposite to them are congruent. Means this, suppose triangle is there, suppose this is ABC triangle is there, and AB is congruent to AC, then angle opposite to it, means AC's opposite angle is B and AB's opposite angle is C. Okay, so angle B is congruent to angle C, that we have to prove. Okay, so first of all we will see the first statement. Did you understand? If you don't understand, again I will explain you. If two sides of a triangle are congruent, means in isosceles triangle inside, angles opposite to them are congruent. Okay, so angle opposite to them are congruent. So here it is in the figure, they shown this is isosceles triangle, and in these triangles AB, this is a sign of congruence. AB is congruent to AC. And in this triangle inside, AB is congruent to AC, and in this triangle inside, this angle C and this angle B, which is AC's opposite angle is B and AB's opposite angle is C. These two angles are congruent to each other, that we have to prove. If you see this, it is actually very easy. I will explain you in the figure at first, then we will see how we can complete it in the activity. Okay, so here it is your triangle. So if we draw the angle bisector for this triangle, so this is our angle bisector, which is AD is the angle bisector. If we draw the AD angle bisector, then here are two triangles. Which are those two triangles? That is triangle ABD. Okay, and another triangle is ACD. Okay, once you show, now we see the properties of showing two triangles, test which shows the two triangles are congruent to each other. From that, by using any test, which test we had seen? SAS test we had seen, SSS test we seen, ASA test we seen, and lastly we seen that hypotenuse side theorem. So these tests are there. According to this, if by using one of the tests from this, if we are successful to show these two triangles are congruent to each other, then by CSCT we can show that B is congruent to C. So first of all, what I told you, we drawn here, this is the angle bisector of the triangle. So now there are two triangles. Which are those triangles? ABD and ACD. ABD and ACD. So in this triangle inside, first of all, if this is an angle bisector, this angle is congruent to this, means which angle? BAD is congruent to DAC. This is a common side. This side is a common side, which is AD. So simply by here already it is AB is congruent to AC is already given. Now angle BAD is congruent to DAC. Okay, this is also our construction, as per our construction, this is, they are congruent to each other, and AD is a common side, and that's why triangle ADB and ADC, they are congruent to each other, and by CSCT angle B is congruent to C. In that way we can show. Now we will move towards the so here, so given inside what will come? If two sides of a triangle are congruent, So here which are the two sides? AB is congruent to AC. So here in triangle ABC, AB is congruent to AC. As you know that the statement which follows if is a antecedent and it is the given for our theorem. Okay. So if the which statement follows if two sides of a triangle are congruent. So here our triangle is there, that is ABC, and which two sides are congruent? AB and AC. That we have to write in the given. So given is the in triangle ABC, AB is congruent to AC. Okay. Now the statement which follows, then it is a consequent, and that statement is called as a, this is the proof. Okay, we have to prove this. So angle opposite to them. So AC's opposite angle is B. Means which AB? ABC. This angle ABC. And AB's opposite angle is C. That is ACB. They are congruent to each other. That we have to show. Okay. Now just now I told you we have to do the construction. We have to draw the AD, which is the angle bisector of BAC. So draw bisector of angle BAC, which intersect BC at point D. Okay. Till that clear, all of you? Okay. Now there are two triangles. Here it is two triangles. Which are those two triangles? First ABD. Here it is ABD. This is the triangle. And second is ACD. This is ACD. These two triangles are there. These two triangles, just now I explain you how to show that congruent to each other. Just see here. This AB is congruent to AC. It is given. AB is congruent to AC. It is given. AB is congruent to AC. Okay, that is given. Secondly, angle BAD. This is angle BAD. And another angle CAD. Here it is CAD. This angle BAD and CAD, they are congruent to each other according to the construction that we had done. And AD is congruent to AD. This is AD. It is congruent to again AD because it is a common side in between both the triangles. Okay. Now therefore here they are asking, here activity is providing. So ABD is congruent to ACD. Therefore triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ACD. So by which test? That we have to write here in the bracket. So first of all, side, angle, side. Otherwise side, angle, side. In that way means yes, A, yes, test. SAS test of similarity by yes, A, yes, test of congruency. They are congruent to each other. Okay. So here write SAS test of congruency. So here side, angle and side. Once they are congruent to each other, their corresponding sides are also congruent and corresponding angles are also congruent. And therefore here written ABD. Here it is triangle ABC. Suppose this ABD, ABD is congruent to this. ABD is congruent to CAD. C angle CAD. Angle CAD. By which property? By CACT. CACT means corresponding. C for corresponding, A for angles, C for congruent and T for triangles. So here I am writing CACT, corresponding angles of congruent triangles. If you are writing CSCT, then corresponding sides of congruent triangle. In that way we have to use this short form CACT and CACT. So afterwards, once they are congruent to each other, then by CACT we can show that this base angles, that is the B is congruent to angle C. Okay, means only ABC is congruent to ACB, and that because B dash D dash C means D point is there, it is in between B and C. So in that way we can show that when in isosceles triangle inside, the base angles are congruent to each other. So this is the theorem. All of you note down, this activity is there, so all of you complete it. Okay, now we will see the next, that is the corollary of this theorem. So what is the corollary? If all sides of triangle, if all sides of triangles are congruent, then its all angles are also congruent. That we have to prove. Write the proof of this corollary. So you just today try to write this corollary. Okay, if you are able to it, then it's okay. Otherwise I will explain you in the next lecture, because it is actually very easy. If it is a isosceles triangle, equilateral triangle means all sides are equal to each other. All sides are equals to each other. So this, suppose ABC triangle is there. I am telling about this corollary of this. So ABC. So for that corollary, I will just give you some hints of it. Okay, and then you can write it by yourself here. That, so this is my triangle ABC. Okay, this is my triangle ABC, and it is equilateral triangle, means AB is equal to BC is equal to AC. Okay, you draw the angle bisector for this. Okay, if you draw the angle bisector for this and then show these two triangles are congruent to each other, these two triangles are congruent to each other. Okay, then as you know that this is the base angles are there, they are congruent to each other, and afterwards what we have to show here, again if you do, you can try your own method also, no problem. If you do here, if you show, if it is this is two sides are congruent to each other, from here you can say that by using the above theorem, you can say that angle B is equals to angle C. Okay, now instead of drawing angle bisector here, if we draw this angle bisector at this place, C is by angle bisector if we draw, C is bisector if we draw here, then we can say that angle A is congruent to angle B. Angle A is congruent to angle B. Okay, now B is congruent to C, A is congruent to B, means B is congruent to C and B is congruent to A. So angle A is congruent to angle B is equals to means congruent to, here show the congruent sign, angle C, in that way. So once you just do the construction, if you done the different, you are easily show that which all the angles are congruent to each other by using which property, that is isosceles triangles theorems property. By using that you can show that if equilateral triangle is there, all the angles of equilateral triangles are congruent to each other. After that we will see the converse of which the isosceles triangle. So what is the converse? Converse means I told you it is the opposite statement of the theorem. So in above statement inside, if what we see in that in this triangle inside, if these sides are congruent to each other, AB is congruent to AC, then B is congruent to C. So its opposite it is there. If two angles of a triangle are congruent, means B is congruent to C. B is congruent to C, then its all side opposite to them are also congruent, means we have to show that AB is congruent to AC, means sides in theorem inside we shown that sides are congruent, then angles are congruent, but here we have to show that if angles are congruent, then side opposite to it also congruent to each other. Okay, so as you know that the statement has two parts, which follows if, and another statement it follows the then. So which statement follows if two angles of a triangle are congruent, then the side opposite to them are congruent. Okay, so first of all, here in triangle PQR, this is triangle PQR. Okay, in this triangle inside, given inside what will come, two angles, means angle Q is congruent to angle R, means angle PQR is congruent to PRQ. Okay, now here it is, so we have to show that PQ is congruent to PR, that we have to show. So first of all we have to do the same construction like above, that is we have to draw the bisector for the angle P. Okay, so here it is written, draw the bisector of angle P. Draw the bisector of angle P. So PM is a bisector of angle P. Okay, and which intersect the QR at point M. Now here it is again two triangles are there, PMQ and PMR. Now in these two triangles inside, it is very easy, just see here, PQM, angle P, here it is P, angle PQM is congruent to angle PRM. Reason behind it is that angle PRM. This angle PQM is congruent to angle PRM, and reason behind it is that it is given. Okay, PRM. Now here QPM means this angle. QPM means this is angle, here it is P. QPM means this angle. Just I shown no here. This is QPM is congruent to RPM means this angle. If they are congruent to each other, by what? By our construction. By our construction. Okay. Now PM is congruent to PM, and reason behind it is that it is a common side. Say PM. Okay, and therefore these two triangles, that is QPM, here it is, the triangle QPM is congruent to triangle RPM. These two triangles are congruent to each other. This is QPM and this is QPM. These two triangles are congruent to each other. By which test of similarity? See here, which they gave you here, AAS, SAA test of similarity. Okay, so which test of similarity? By AAS means angle side, or SAA test of similarity. And once these two triangles are congruent to each other, the corresponding sides of these two triangles. So in the PMQ inside, PQ is the side, and PMR inside, PR is the side. They are congruent to each other by CSCT, means corresponding sides of congruent triangles. C for corresponding, S for side, C for congruent, and T for triangle. So in that way you can complete these two activities, okay, which is given in the theorem. So for once again you understand the statements. What is the isosceles triangle theorem? Because these theorems or this property, name of the theorems also all of you learn. With name you must know the statement of this, then you will get the clear idea about it. So what is the theorem? If isosceles triangle is there, the sides which are congruent to each other, its opposite angles are also congruent to each other. Means angle B is congruent to angle C. And its converse inside, what we had seen, that if the angles are congruent to each other, B is congruent to C, then sides opposite to E, means C's opposite side is AB and B's opposite side is AC, they are also congruent to each other. And again we saw the corollary of the isosceles triangle, and inside it I told you how to show that if all sides in the equilateral triangles inside, or if all sides of triangle are congruent, then its all angles are also congruent. Means in equilateral triangle inside, all sides and all angles are congruent to each other. There we have to use the word theorem of isosceles triangle. Okay, now here it is again one more corollary given. If three angles of triangle, just now we seen above, if three angles of a triangle are congruent, then its three sides are also congruent, and write the proof for it. Just I told you about, in that way only you have to do. Now in this theorem inside, if three angles of a triangles are congruent, so we have to draw one triangle, so all three angles are congruent to each other, and then its three sides are also congruent, that we have to prove. So how we can prove? It is also very easy. Just I will explain you. You have to try to write up. If you are not able to write, you don't worry, I will explain you how to do it. So this is our triangle. I am going to give you the hint of it only. So this is my triangle ABC. This is ABC. As it is given, angle A is congruent to angle B is congruent to angle C. Here it is given A is congruent to B is congruent to angle C. And we have to show its sides are also congruent to each other. So first you draw the angle bisector here. If you draw this angle bisector here, you will just these two triangles are congruent to each other. Which are those triangle? A, C, D, suppose it is there. This angle, just show the triangle ACD is congruent to triangle DCB. Triangle DCB. These two triangles you just show congruent to each other. Once they are congruent to each other, how you will show? It is also very easy. See here, this angle A is congruent to angle B, already given. This ACD is congruent to DCB because it is an angle bisector DC, and that's why they are congruent. And by angle test, these two triangles are congruent to each other. Afterwards, draw the bisector for this angle A, and this again you show the congruent to, they are congruent to each other. How you can show? See here. Here it is D. Now write here E. This angle B is congruent to angle C already, and this is angle bisector, that's why angle BAE is congruent to CAE. CAE. Okay, and if they are congruent to each other, BAE and CAE, by angle test, these two triangles are also congruent to each other. Which are those? Wait. Which triangles? ABE. ABE is congruent to triangle CAE. Okay. So here ACD and AC, these triangles inside, AC is congruent to BC. Show AC is congruent to BC. And if these two triangles, which are those triangles? ABE and ACE. If these two triangles are congruent to each other, this AC is congruent to AB. AB is congruent to AC. Okay. So here AC is congruent to BC, and here AC is congruent to AB, means AB is equal to BC is equals to AB is equal to BC is equal to AC. In that way you can show these three sides are also congruent to each other. You have to try, because if you will try, you will get the idea how to show they are congruent to each other. I gave only hints here. It is not the exact solving of it. You have to solve it step by step. If you don't understand, don't worry about it. I will explain you in the next lecture. Okay. So today we will stop here only. Okay. Thank you.